Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. Week number 2. Let's get some thoughts that help us get our motivation back, okay? If you didn't catch the first week of this series, go back and watch it. I made some framework that helps you to understand where we're going for the next few weeks. So go check that out. It's only about 5 minutes. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like these videos. It helps other people to find it, okay? So let's talk about what we're going to do. We got derailed. We got knocked off the horse way early in the year. We're trying to get going again, but we just feel hopeless, dark, negative. I don't think I can do it. There's too much happening. All these thoughts that I talked about in last week's video. Let me tell you why we don't want to just let those thoughts go unchecked. This concept of it's too much. I just can't. I can't believe this world we live in. Those sorts of thoughts are optional. You get to choose if that works for you. Now, most of the time what that produces is a desire to crawl up in the cave. I want to get on the couch in a blanket, watch Netflix for hours. I don't want to do, create, become. I'm tired. I don't want to put out any more energy. But the reason why you have no energy is because of the way you're thinking. Your thinking produces your emotions. And because of the thinking you've been choosing about this world and what we're living in and how your life is, your emotions are dark, negative, hopeless, despair. None of those emotions produce confidence or competence or inspiration. Inspiration is temporary, but it's still a spark that can get you moving forward, and you're not going to have that when you're feeling hopeless and dark and negative. So what kind of thought are we going to use to produce a different kind of emotion? So there's lots of them. We're going to do a few over the next few weeks, but one that I want you to consider is life is always happening, and I get to choose how I show up in it. It doesn't matter. When you were 15, the world felt overwhelming all the time. When you were 30, when you got married, when you had your first baby, when you got your first job, when you moved to a new city, all those times, life felt overwhelming. When it could be the election didn't go your way, whichever way it went, election didn't go your way, or you saw something on the news about things happening on the other side of the world, and you felt like, this is unbelievable. I cannot. That was overwhelming. But if you think back over years and years and years, that is the world. But what doesn't serve is to let that be the reason that gets in your way. You get to choose how you show up in the world. It's always going to have something going on. Mainly because the world is full of people, and people do all kinds of things, and we get to choose if we deal with it, don't deal with it, live with it, understand it, don't understand it, but it doesn't mean we can't move ahead. So try to think that thought whenever you're listening to the news or you're on social media and things start to feel like they're just piling up heavier and heavier on you. Remember, the world is always going to have something going on, but you get to choose how you show up in it. And you want to say it to yourself, I get to choose how I show up in it. I get to choose if I take care of myself. I get to choose if I stick with my plan and I honor the commitment I made to myself. I get to choose whether the chaos in the world affects me in a way that takes me out, or if I choose to stay in, keep growing, keep changing, keep becoming. I get to choose. The world doesn't choose for me, because only you choose your thoughts, no one else. So I hope that helps you to feel empowered, more in charge of your own life, in charge of your own situation. Don't forget, subscribe so you don't miss next week. We're going to go over some more thoughts that should help get those emotions in a way that are going to help you move forward. Stick to your plan, get back on your plan, whatever it is you need. I'm so glad you're here. I'll see you next week.